If the man can be silent for a year, the rich man will give him $500,000. Such a simple bet. Of course the man was happy to do it. He was put in a glass room, under constant supervision. He's free to choose his own entertainment. Food and wine were plentiful. For the first 2 months, he lived a very comfortable life. He even found it enjoyable rather than a challenge. And the reason for this ridiculous gamble, because the rich man thought he was too noisy. They were in the same club. Every time they met, he kept on talking. That made the rich man very uncomfortable, so he decided to humiliate him. At first, the rich man's best friend warned him not to take the bet so lightly. He knew the rich man well. He never did anything he wasn't sure of, but the man didn't listen. He thought a year of silence was easy, so he was sure to win the bet. Even if he lost, he had nothing to lose. 9 months passed. He still hasn't said a word. During that time, the rich man had tempted him countless times. This time he told him that if they ended the bet right now, he would give him $1,000. Then he could leave immediately. The young man refused. It's been a long time. He didn't give in so easily. Then he wrote a note on a post-it. So the rich man tried to psychologize him again. He said the man's wife was beautiful. She must be very lonely right now. She hasn't visited him once in months. She hasn't even answered his letters.
You may lose your wife, Tennyson. I hope you're fully aware of that. Why don't you leave right now?
These words really hurt the man. He knew the rich man was probably lying to him, but he still suspected his wife. His life got worse. He started to lose his mind. All day long, he thought about nothing. Another 2 months passed. He lost a lot of weight. That day, the rich man came to visit again. He continued to tell him about his wife's affair. He told him to end the drama today. He promised him $5,000. The man began to waver. He's struggling inside. The rich man continues.
$6,000. You're an idiot. You know that, Tennyson? I know you are. You're ready to crawl up the walls.
Eventually the man's senses prevailed. He claims there's only a month left. He could hold out no matter what. On the day the game ends, all the members of the club are gathered here, waiting to see how the rich man would end it. But he's still confident and says it's not time yet. The crowd was on the side of the young man. They thought the rich man was too cocky. The young man was stronger than they thought. The clock struck 10, and the two men's bet was over. The young man walked slowly into the hall. The crowd applauded him, and in the presence of all, he's done it. He spread his palms and asked the rich man for the promised money. At this point, he still didn't say a word, but the rich man did something unexpected. He said he couldn't get that kind of money. He's already broke. He couldn't even come up with the $1,000 he'd promised. The young man was angry and frustrated. The tycoon said he lost the bet. He would quit the club immediately. The young man stopped him, but he didn't say a word. The people around told him it was all over. Now it's time to talk, but he took out a notepad and wrote something on it and handed it to the rich man. Everyone wondered what he had written.
I knew I would not be able to keep my part of the bargain. I had the nerves to my vocal cords severed.
The rich man had lost his reputation. The young man lost his ability to speak. So who won the bet?